of our screen.
Mhm.
We have here, and I was thinking that this right here that we have on 9:30, and I was
Mhm.
thinking that, and what is funny thing that I was free at 9 o'clock, and that is something that was
Yes,
funny. So
yes.
it was completely my mistake, and I want to say them I'm really sorry because I didn't understand the admins and everybody else, and my biggest apology to you. And
Oh,
this is
no problem.
okay, this is something that will not happen in the future, and I just want to clarify this. Okay, from the other hand, I think they didn't understand what I'm saying to them about Wednesday. On Wednesday, I have this. Can we do this session in the same time when we are doing today? Because I have a class from nine
Mhm.
to nine to 9:25. I have a class,
Mhm.
and I
Mhm.
already told them that.
Mhm.
Is it okay that we have a class for 9:25, 9:26 to 10:26? Is this okay with you?
Uh, in Saturday, right? In Sunday, right?
No, no, on
Oh,
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, okay.
Yes. On
It's
Sunday,
fine.
on Sunday, it's perfectly. We will have at 9 to 10 p.m. because, and I will try to arrange because about my schedule, I will try to find the gaps if you want to have earlier sessions. So if you want, we can have earlier sessions, but you need to tell me in what time do you want to have sessions. So what time suits you?
Oh, I think in Sunday is 8:30 is okay.
Mhm. Okay. So,
Mhm. Not
okay.
too late, right?
Yes, from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. this is okay. But I will look on my schedule because I know that I'm working for VIP English from 1 to 3.
Mhm.
I know that I'm working from this period of time, and I will take a look about sessions that I, for example, have from 12 o'clock to no, no, not 12 o'clock, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. I just need to take a look. If you
Mhm.
want, we can have Dan. Just one moment, sorry. I just want to see if I have free time. Okay, from 6 p.m. to uh, to to 7 p.m. I just to double check. Mm, no, no, I can't. Okay, so we will stay. We will stay on from 3 p.m. to. Okay, no problem. Now, okay, now let's see. We have here. I saw that. I prepare your material here.
Mhm.
Oh, just a moment. I need to share my screen. Okay, there we
Yes.
go. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so now today in this lesson you will learn language for meeting people and introducing them to others. So, first of all, I want to ask you: do you like to meet new people? Do you like to meet new people, new cultures, and everything else?
Uh, actually, not too much.
Not too much.
Yeah.
Okay, and can you please tell me why? Why not too much?
Um, because maybe I want to in the safe zones in
Mhm.
my life. So it's hard to meet with the strongest people
Mhm.
and have a news conversations. I think sometimes it's hard with me.
Mhm.
Mm, but in a some environment, I have to have a
Mhm.
news uh, relationship. So I have to try. But
Mhm.
I think it's not too hard.
Mm-hmm. It's not too hard, but in the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, I
Mm-hmm.
was thinking that you don't have any problems with that because I can see, for example, when you are smiling and everything else, I was thinking that you are open person, that you okay, you can hang out with a lot of people. Okay, I want to ask you because mostly I like okay, I don't want just to read this question because sometimes can be really boring, and I just want to create an atmosphere here because
Mm-hmm.
it's better
Yeah.
because you will feel more relaxed, and as I saw that you want to have a free talk, I will
Mm-hmm.
mix from here to here. I will mix everything,
Mm-hmm.
so don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
So now let's see. Let's have a look. Okay, so if you want to meet people, those people need to come to you. or you can go to another country. So, in which country would you like to go? Can you please tell me?
Or I would like to travel to Europe because I just watch it on some movies or on the videos, so I really like it because the environments and atmospheres in that movie really fresh and really beautiful. A lot of seeing place, so I like it. For example, in French, in
France,
yes, France, in Poland, yes, Netherlands. I like some country like that, and the lots of Europe is more favorites in my list.
Okay, you can say on my bucket list. On my those are countries that you want. Yes, bucket list. This is something that you want to travel. Okay, this is interesting. You mentioned countries from Europe, because I'm from Europe also. Okay, yes, I'm from Europe.
Where
okay.
are you from?
Serbia.
Serbia's Novak Djokovic, right?
Novak Djokovic.
Yes, Novak Djokovic.
Yes, Novak Djokovic. He's like a god in my country, something like this. Yes, he's like the most famous athlete in my country, and we are very proud of him. And he's like something like God here, and we have a huge respect on him. And so you like to watch tennis, is that right? So you know who is Novak Djokovic?
Yes, I like tennis. That's good. But I never tried play it because it's hard to play tennis in Vietnam. So I will try it in some day nears. Yes, I like it, but I watch it on the news and a lot of information about Novak Djokovic and Nadal, Federer, and some famous athletics. And the most information about him, Novak Djokovic is not allowed to play in Wimbledon in Australia. Really
he's
sorry
not
about it.
He's not allowed to play in Australia, but in Wimbledon, I think he will play, because people from England, government from England, they will allow him to play, so it's not a problem.
Yes, he not allowed to play in Australia, but in England is he allowed.
He will play this week. I think he will play in Dubai. If I checked in the morning, I checked, and he will play in Dubai, and he will play in Roland Garros and US Open. I checked this information, and I think that they are pretty much correct, because I think this situation about COVID will a little bit. It's going to be nice. It's going to be good. And what is the situation? Okay, we have you mentioned Novak Djokovic. They didn't allow him to play because he's not vaccinated. And what is the situation? I'm a little bit curious, because I like to ask students about COVID-19 in Vietnam. How is the situation in Vietnam right now?
The situations right now, a lot of patients get COVID right now, but people not too worried like before. They just feel like normal, and because most of people have vaccinated right now.
Vaccinated.
Yes, vaccinated. And I feel safe.
So you vaccinated? You are vaccinated?
Yes, I have 3 doses.
Me too. Okay, and
do you know how many cases in Vietnam per day right now?
No. How many?
It's near 50,000 cases per day. A lot, right?
50,000.
Yes, 50,000.
Wow.
So I think, but it's manageable right now.
Okay, and I don't know that I didn't Google it, but you can tell me. I don't want to Google now about population in your country. Okay, so how many people
90 million.
19 million. Okay, but this number is not so big when you compare, for example,
Yes, not too big.
when
But
you
it's bigger than before because that is the biggest. The numbers.
Yes, and for example, in my country today, in previous day, we have 10 or 13,000 people that are infected, but our population it's much lower than yours because we have 6.5 million people. So it's not so big. Our country is not so big.
It's equal the numbers of people in my capital.
Yes, but we are really a really small country, okay, and we don't have a lot of people. For example, today I was thinking previous day. Today is around 5,000 people. For example, 5,000 people are infected, but like you mentioned, I don't worry about this because I have 3 doses of vaccine. I had a COVID-19 in 2020. In the end of the 2020, I had a COVID. It was really tough. So I can say that I feel really pretty much safe. So because I want to travel, I hope that everything is going to be normal, to be fine, and I want to travel.
Yes. Everyone want to.
And one of the reasons, because my job is online teacher, I want to visit countries in Asia. I was planning in 2020 to go to Vietnam, China, and other countries. But in the end, I prepared everything, and in the beginning of the year, they said no, you cannot go.
Right now you stay in Serbia.
Yes, I'm staying in Serbia. I need to stay in Serbia, but yes, but I think that everything is going to be in control. When everything is under control, I think that I will definitely visit some countries because one of my best friends, he's in Vietnam now in Hanoi. He's offline teacher, and yes, he was offline teacher in some public school, something like this, and he invited me to come to Hanoi, and I accepted. But in the beginning of 2020, everything stopped, and I couldn't go. So
very sorry about you.
no, who knows? Okay, maybe I definitely want to come. Okay, and so this is what we are speaking about. Can you please tell me about vaccine? Okay, so you mentioned that you have 3 shots. Which vaccine did you choose?
In my countries, in some those people don't have a choice. Was government supply, we have to use it. But they use some good type of vaccines. For example, like AstraZeneca.
AstraZeneca, yes.
Yes, Pfizer's Biotech and Moderna. Yes,
Moderna.
Yes, Moderna. Yeah.
And I couldn't hear, or you mentioned it, I couldn't hear clearly. Which type did you not choose? Did you in which type did you use vaccine?
I mean, we can choose what type of vaccine to
so
get
you have
inside. Because
so you have only one type?
I have 2 types. Astra's in the first and second dose, and Moderna in the 3rd dose.
Okay.
But a lot of people in Vietnam have the vaccine from China, but they don't like it. But they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice in this time.
Yes, the first 2 doses that I got was vaccine from China because we couldn't choose. We only have in the beginning. In the beginning, we have the only type, but the third shot was Pfizer, and I take the Pfizer shot. Okay, so and we have here question here. What is the weather like right now in your country? Can you please tell me a little bit about the weather in your country right now?
I have to explain to you. In my country, have three main parts: the north of Vietnam, the middle, and the south of Vietnam. And the weather in three parts is so different. And in the north of Vietnam, near China, have the borders with China. Right now, it's really cold. It's just 0 to 10 degrees Celsius. So really cold. And I'm in the north of Vietnam. In the south Vietnam is better because it's near the south, so it's hotter, and the weather right now is really comfortable, and it's around 20 degrees Celsius.
Oh, and how about in the summer? Is it hot?
The summer, yes, really hot.
Really hot.
You know, yes, it's my son.
Oh no, it's you have a son?
Yeah.
How old is your son?
You know why I have to turn off the light? Because I live in one room with my wife and my son. He's just 10 months.
10 months. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we can share some things because I also have a son.
Yes, I guess because of the background you have, I get this.
Yes, but this is the background for young learners. Okay, this is not for my son because in my office, I created one office, one room. This is for young learners, and I have a son. He's in April he will be 2 years old. So it's 2 years.
It's similar with me.
Similars. Yes, yes. But you are if I saw correctly, you are much younger than me. Because you are something like 27, 28, something like this. Is that right? Yes, but I'm 38. I'm 38.
Oh, you have son late, right?
Yes. Yes.
In my Vietnamese cultures, that's it is, but I don't know in the country.
Pardon? Can you say one more time, please?
In Vietnam cultures, in your age, it's late to have
it's late.
son.
Yes, yes, I know. We tried. We have a lot of problems because of everything, because of we are pretty much old. Okay, we tried everything, and I know it's late. In my country, it's also late, but we succeed. But for us,
cultures.
No, it's the similar thing. I know that it's the best to have something when you or kids when you're something like your age. But we tried for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years, and we couldn't succeed. But now it's better now than never. So we tried, and we are really happy because we have a lot of problems. But now it's much better. So, yes, but I know it's late a lot, but I can. We tried. Okay, and do you want to have more children or just stay with one?
Actually, I want more. 2 or 3 kids because I like them. They're really sweet. And yes, in normal, we in Vietnam we have often have 2 kids. Yes. If in some case they want more, then so they want 3, 4 kids. And and do you know my grandmother have 8 kids?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, when you have a family meeting.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can say that you have a lot of people
Yeah.
here.
But that is in from history. A lot of reason why migrants and a lot of people in this time have a lot of kids because a lot of reason. The first reasons is in this time don't have internet and don't have Facebook, so
Okay, continue,
they don't
please.
have any game, yeah,
Social
social
medias.
media
Yes.
to surf at night, and other reasons, you know why? That is because of war.
Yes, yes, I know. I know that I learned a lot about the
Yes.
Vietnamese history, and I know that it's.
Yes, they have to bronze a lot of armies.
I know
Of people.
it was really hard experience, and I know I followed this, and we
Yes.
learned in
But
our.
it's true over a lot of times. It's true over.
Yes.
50, 60 year old,
Yes,
60 years ago.
but yes, this is something that it's quite. I know, because we in our public schools we didn't just learn about our history. We learned about different parts of the histories, and we learned about what happened. And this is something that is very sensitive topic. Okay, because I'm not comparing because we also have in my country we also have a war and a lot of things, and I know what you're saying because this is something that is similar. Okay, because in 1999 in my country we have a bombing. They bombed us and etc. So we have a really hard time, but I know what you're saying. This is something that is very sensitive topic.
Yes.
Yes, definitely, and this is one of the reasons, for example, why I just want to meet some other cultures and to be open-minded to go to another countries to see, yes, and everything, to learn more about her history and about everything else. So this is something that is not just interesting. This is something that can be good and beneficial for me to expand my knowledge.
Me too.
Okay. Okay, so welcome to Serbia. If you have an opportunity to come to Serbia, because you mentioned Poland. Poland is not so far from Serbia. It's really close. So welcome to Serbia.
Yes, I really want this.
Okay, so we have here. You are at a conference during the coffee break. You introduce a new contract to two colleagues. Later, you explain why you are leaving early. Okay, so we have here this speaking. Now, we have here during the coffee break. Okay, now I just want to ask you, for example, to try to find the best picture or image about you. Can you please tell me, for example, what is your job? What are you doing? I just
Yes. You want to understand more about me, right?
Yes, I want to understand you more better and to connect. Okay, so I want to ask you some questions that are related about your work, and we can have a really nice conversation.
Yes. I'm 20, so right now I'm working for IT.
Oh, really?
Yes, but I'm not a coder. I'm just a business analyst. So the I'm working for a software company. So I implement the software in Vietnam. The software we implement is from America. It's about Oracle, Enforce, and something like that. And so we implement it to customer in Vietnam. So my roles in the job, I have to survey customer and have a solutions to them, and then train them to use the software. So I'm a consultant.
Consultant.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I think that I got it. And can you please tell me, did you ever consider, okay, for example, to move to another country with your family, or to stay in Vietnam? What do you think about this?
Actually, I just want to stay in Vietnam because my family in here. So, and other reasons because it's hard for Vietnamese persons working in abroad because the language, because there's I think educations in Vietnam is different and not bad or not good like other countries. So it's hard for me. So if I want to travel or if I want to book abroad, I have more experience and I have learned more. I think so.
Okay, so, and would you expand your knowledge? For example, would you go on some trainings to another country, for example, to train about program languages that you are using now? Would you consider these options to go to just to learn and to come back to Vietnam?
I think it's not easy for me in my age right now. If a lot of people in Vietnam do in this way, but in the age from 18 to 22, when the time when they graduate in high schools and before go to university, so they go abroad to learn and to have a good education, but it's not easy for me in my age right now. So actually I not consider it in this time. I just want to try to learn in my best by some way like this in a online class. And
Okay.
I think in my plan I have to learn other certification and have some exam later to help me in my job.
Okay, so you want to expand your English speaking, okay, if I understand you correctly, to get certifications about your level.
Yes, this is one of my goals, one of my purpose.
Okay, and I want to ask you because I have a lot of friends. They are in IT sector, and I know a base. Nothing too much. I know something about their job, and in which program do you like to work? This is something interesting that I want to ask you. Which program is your?
Okay, wait me a bit. I have to a jacket.
It's cold.
Oh, sorry, because the weather is really cold.
It's very cold. No problem. No problem.
I think the problems or maybe is the hard point in my job right now because I not build a project. I just implement the projects from Oracle, right? So sometimes hard when customers they really want to do a magical in software, but it's not like that. Software does have in some phase not a magical to improve their business too much and too fast.
Okay.
So how to explain that in one word? Expect. Yes.
Expect.
Yes. They expect in really much a lot. So,
and did you consider the option, for example, this is just, for example, that you learn some other computer languages? Did you ever think about this idea? Java, JavaScript, C++, C++?
Oh, you know a lot, right? A lot of languages of
I just know some basics, because when I'm speaking with my friends, they told me that in which programs, and I saw when they work, but I never type the code. I know how code works, and I know everything about these basics things, but I never try to create a code and everything else. I know when they are doing the typing like crazy, and I can see the code is practically flying, but I know what are they talking about. I know a lot of things. What are they talking about? But I don't know how to implement that. And this is something that is quite strange, because all of my best friends, they are in IT sector, and I'm English teacher. So, yes. And how about these languages? Do you know some of these languages that I mentioned, or some other languages?
Yes, I know there's a bit of some IT language, computer language, but not too much, because it's not my ways I work. Because I graduate in Academy of Finance, so my majors is in corporate finance. So I don't know about work. I don't know about codings when in university. So I just my purpose and my goals in job right now. I want to become a project managers. Yeah. So I don't want to code. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I'm prepared to get the certificates about project managers. That's the PMPs, PMP certifications. So that is my way I choose.
Okay, so we have here during the coffee break. Okay, so I want to ask you right now. I know it's COVID and everything around COVID now, and can you please tell me, do you work from your home, or do you work in the office?
Yes, I work in the office.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this. Okay, with your colleagues, do you go on a coffee break? Do you tea break or lunch break? So do you take a break with your colleagues?
Yeah, we have a break in the lunch. We have about 1.5 hours to have lunch and have a break. So we often have some teas after have lunch.
Okay, so do you want? Okay, so my question to you is: do you spend quality time with your colleagues? Do you like to spend time, for example, with your colleagues and at your workplace during the break?
Yes. Sometimes
Okay.
we have to talk, chit chat before have a snack.
Okay, so in Western countries, okay, so we have something that we call team building. Okay, so for example, do you have something like this in your country, for example, that you and your colleagues go somewhere? For example, when I worked in elementary school, we have a team building that we, for example, travel on weekend.
Yes.
Or the colleagues to travel to the weekend on a mountain, go on a hiking, go.
Yeah, we had it.
So what do you think about this? Is this good idea? What is your opinion about this?
Oh yes, that's a good idea. Because in this time, the colleagues may be more close with each other and have time to eat, have time to drink with each other. Because in the working time, they just talk about the job, talk about the work, and talk about some tasks. But in team building time, they talk about more about personalities, maybe as a family. So and I think in this time we can drink and we can drink with each other, so we can more talk about something more honestly.
To talk something that is not related to job.
Yes, and talk some things deeper inside.
Okay, and did you ever think about where would you like to go, for example, on the next team building with your friends, with your colleagues? So sorry, with your colleagues, where would you like to go?
Actually, I want to go in the sea and we play in the beach and yes, have seafood at lunch and eat that from lunch to dinner and drinks a lot of beer. Yes.
Okay, very nice. Okay, this is something that is completely okay. No matter about the culture, people like to go out and hang out with other people. Yeah. This is something that is, I think this is something that is quite good and quite interesting. Okay, and okay, so and how about did you ever consider to go on a mountain on a hiking or something like this? Did you ever think about this?
My house near the mountain, so I walk on it every week. So okay. I don't need to try to go to other place.
Okay. Okay, very nice. And which type of the nature do you prefer? Do you prefer, for example, sea or mountain? Okay, I know that you mentioned that you like that you have a mountain near your home. So which one do you prefer more? What do you prefer more? The question is, what do you like more? Do you like sea, to go to the sea, or do you like to go to the mountain?
Of course. In your country have mountain?
We have a couple of mountains, nothing big, but yeah, because I'm living in northern part of the country. Okay, the second biggest city in the Serbia. We don't have a mountain practically in this part of the area. We call this part we call Vojvodina, and in this part we don't have. We have how should I say? These are not mountains. This is like a small mountains, something like this. Okay, only for example 600 meters long. Its height of this called mountain. Okay, so this is practically not a mountain, but we have several mountains in the south part of the country, and this part of the country where I live, okay, everything it's flat. Basically everything is flat. You don't have, for example, you don't have mountains and everything else. And the funny story, because I like to run, to train to running and everything else, I like to go to some races because this is my way of exercise. And I only run in the north part of the country, but when I came to the capital city have little ups and downs, like when you
it's
practically harder. Yes, when you, and we have one race when I run there. We have one race, and I can see I need to go up. Huh? I need to go up. Okay, and we finished the first time, and we come down. Okay, it's finished. We go again up. What? And go down. Okay, it's and I was thinking, okay, it's finished. Okay, we have two ups and downs. It's finished. No, third up. I was because
yes, it's hard to breathe in this.
Yes, and it was in the end of the day, it was really funny. But
Did you finish full marathon?
no, half marathon, yes, because my configuration of my body doesn't allow me to run 42 kilometers because this is too long. But I finished two half marathons of 21 kilometers, and it took me around 2 hours to finish the race. 2 hours.
That's
But
good. That's good.
but
I finished once. I
once
finished
and
one
and
half marathon.
and what
In,
was the
I
time?
finished more than 3 hours.
Yes, but my configuration, it's I'm like 192 centimeter tall, and I have 19 kilograms. So it's for me, for my body, from myself, it's a little bit hard because my body, I'm a basketball and volleyball player. So I don't want to lose more weight because it's not good. So I don't want to have 70 kilograms or 80 kilograms because this is not good for my body. But I like to run every day. I'm running every day on a treadmill or outside when weather allows me to run. I like to go to run. So, and how about you? What sport activities do you like?
I often play football. We often play football in weekends. Our companies, my company I'm working for have teams. Some of my friends, some of my neighborhoods have a team. So I often have one or two games per week. Yes, each team have 7 people, so we play. And which teams lose have to pay for free to land the ball, land the place. That's it. Often play football.
Very nice. Okay, so this is something that we are speaking about. Okay, team building. Okay, I didn't want to ask you this question because I think this question is a little bit boring. During the coffee break, you introduce. This is something that I just tried to give you something
get the
else.
idea from it. Yes.
Yes, I have an idea from this, and I just want to have a free talk because when I say okay, please read me this.
I agree.
It's better. It's better when we are speaking about more different things. Okay, so so we have here this. You will learn for making accepting, refusing offers and suggestions. Okay, this topic is quite a little bit interesting. In your job, can you please tell me? So we have here making suggestions, criticisms. Okay, so how do you deal with it when someone gives you constructive criticism? When they give you, for example, something that is suggestion, how do you deal with this?
It's my work, right?
About your work, yes. Do you, for example, some people don't like when someone criticizes them. So how about you?
It's my job. It's sometimes for example, when I have to review something when my customers their requirements is really hard, or maybe no way to resolve it. So I often not refuse directly. I often tell them that we have to research more and try to make the solution to them before refuse directly. And yes, and then we try to find out other ways and help them to resolve this requirement. Yes, and that is my ways, not directly, because my job is a service, and we have to make the customer feel happy. So we can refuse directly.
Okay, so this is basically you're somewhere in between, if I understand you correctly, between the customer and IT people. So you're somewhere in the between. You need to negotiate. You need to talk with everybody.
Yes, talk with our team, talk with customer, and or maybe talk with the stakeholder.
Okay, so let's try. Which part of your work is really hard and opposite? It's easy for you. Okay, so can you compare these two things? Which part is easy and which part is hard for you?
In this role, right? I think it's easy for me when I have to. Oh, these certainly questions make me confused.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
I often feel harsh when I have to meet a new customer, but I feel easy when to explain customer requirement with my team, and I can break down the requirements to tasks and to give suggestion to my team. Suggestion for my team. I think that is the two things. Easy with me and hard with me. Hard with me when I have to meet with new customer.
Okay, and for example, did you ever, okay, we are speaking about this, did you ever give some suggestions, for example, to your colleagues or criticisms? Did you ever try to, for example, to speak with someone, okay, to give suggestion or criticism?
Yes, sometimes we have stuck in some problem. So I have a suggestions to my team, and or maybe sometimes our team have some conflict and not agree with each other or not agree with some ideas. So I think I have to make it more clear and have them to pass it.
Okay, fair enough. Really nice. Okay, and now let's have a look. Okay, so we have here management. Okay, now I want to ask you about management in your company. Can you describe it? What do you think? What is something that is about management that is good in your company? And what do you think? What is something that can improve?
I think I like the cultures of the company I work for because it really frees and we can do what we want But you, of course, you have to complete your you was assigned. But I don't like the management or the strategies in the companies because our boss don't have clear strategies in the long terms. In the long term, just today's have a plan for next years, and in the next years have a plan for next years. Don't have a plan for 5 or 10 years ago, 10 years
from
later.
Now.
Yes, from now, because the in the IT or in technologies change a lot and have a difference a lot between today and tomorrow. If just
they have a different approach. Okay, continue.
I think if just implement other software from the third vendors, it's hard for us to improve, to develop in the futures, in the long term of future. So it's just in my opinions thing about the strategies of the company I'm working for. But maybe I don't understand a lot about them. But right now they have profits.
And how can you, for example, improve your work? How you can improve yourself? What is something that you think, for example, that are something that are your weaknesses and something that is your strength? So what is something that you can improve about yourself?
Improve. When I work in these roles, I feel I feel more confidence, and I improve the confidence when I talk with customers. I'm not trying to talk a lot, but I try to confident when I talk to them.
Okay, and what makes you feel, for example, okay, so we are speaking here about things that you can improve about yourself, and let's say how your colleagues can improve, what they can do to improve themselves. What is something that they can do to improve themselves about trainings to go to abroad? What do you think about these ideas?
Yes, that's a good idea. And I think is learns by themselves. It is one idea. Go abroad. It is a good idea too. And maybe there's actual experience when they do the job. It other good idea.
Okay, so when they do a job like this, okay, that is also, that can be a really nice idea. Okay, very nice. And now, which country, in your opinion, okay, so we are speaking about IT sector, which country do you think is the most powerful in IT sector? What do you think?
I think of course is America.
And why do you think so?
Because a lot of big companies and a lot of company in ITs in America and Silicon Valleys, and Facebook, Google, Amazon, a lot of IT company, and I think it's a lot of knowledge. and a lot of bad practice in that company.
So they can give us okay, really nice support. Okay, and in which country do you think that you can improve yourself as a person? Okay, did you ever consider that you can improve yourself as a person?
I think it is Japan.
And why? Can you please tell me why?
Because I think Japan's they work really hard, and they always complete in on time, or they really appreciate with the promise. So, and what when they do some things, they do perfectly. So I like it.
Okay, and do you think do you like something about their culture? What is something? So what is something that attracts you to them about culture? What do you think?
Beside of the culture, when they do some things, I like the cultures in this country because the people in there always appreciate with old people. If people have older, they really appreciate.
Appreciate.
Yes, appreciate. I think that is a good point when we go off and when we work in any kind of industries.
So basically, I think this is the important. Okay, so maybe nowadays, because we live in 21st century, especially in the western part of the countries, western part of the world, many people lose this appreciation, let's say like this, when to our older people. And I think that you're right about this. Okay, so this is something interesting. And what is something interesting more about their food? What do you think about this food, or something that you can see in Japan?
The way they try to have a tea. I don't know how to call in English, but when they have a teas or they use teas, that's the cultures in Japan. The special cultures.
Okay.
Do you know? They
No.
how to call it? They have like really special cultures when they use tea.
I didn't know about this. To be honest, I don't want to lie. I never heard.
I think you know about sushi, right?
Sushi, yes. Origami, sushi. I heard something. Sake. I heard about this.
Sake, yeah.
Sake. This is a drink from Japan.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so we finished for today. Now,
Yes.
time flies. I can say that when I compare with the class with younger students, this class was like flowing without any problems, and I really enjoy. We exchange a lot of how should I say, a lot of thoughts, what we are thinking, and everything else. In the end, I want to ask you two questions more. Do you have any questions about this lesson?
Oh no, I don't have any question. Yes, I really like the way of your when you put the atmospheres in the class. I like it.
And practically, this is the second question that I want to ask you. Did you enjoy it? So yes. Okay. I think this is the best way how we can communicate. When I don't want to everything go by the book, because the book sometimes can be a little bit
with this.
boring. So it's better to have class like this.
Actually, I don't like this.
So I think this is much better when you practice your oral expression. Okay, now I have to go. I wish you a good night. I really enjoy this music. It's so relaxing. I really enjoy it because yes, it's so relaxing, and it was really nice. Say hello to your family and everything else, and see you on Wednesday. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much. See you.
You're welcome. See you. Bye bye.